Hey, you're back in the No Comfort Zone. This is Dan Brzezowski. Welcome to the podcast where I broadcast actually from my car, giving you a little bit of hope, a little bit of motivation, a little bit of inspiration. Today I'm talking about Henry Ford quote, whether you think you can or whether you think you can't, you're probably right. Hope you enjoy the show.
Welcome.
Attention, please.
Welcome aboard.
Welcome to the No Comfort Zone podcast. It's time to get out of your comfort zone and live on purpose. Broadcasting to the world from Rockford, Illinois. This is your wake-up call.
Warning.
You are the solutions to all your problems. Stop thinking average. Become the hero version of yourself. Every day, every time, without fail, no exceptions. It all matters. You've entered the No Comfort Zone. It's time for a reality check.
Here we are up and we are at it again. Welcome back to the No Comfort Zone. Today we're talking about whether you think you can or you think you can't, you're probably right. That's a quote by Henry Ford, or so I'm told. Check this out. Sales training course back in the 90s. And while I was at the training course, that was one of the things that the trainer said, and it stuck with me for a long time. Now, here's what I want to ask you, the listener. You've got your life and things happening right now. It's December, it's 2020. You're getting ready to get into 2021, and you have some certain things that you want to do or certain things that have been put upon you, whether it's with your job or with your family or your ambitions that you have, whatever it might be. What ends up happening is you're given a challenge and you have a choice at that moment, a split-second decision to make, whether you can or whether you can't do it. What I find out is I'm going to use a ratio number, like 9 out of 10 people, okay? 9 out of 10 people will look at the challenge, gauge how massive it is or how, whatever, insignificant, whatever it is. They'll look at that and then they'll make their split-second decision whether they can or they can't. I've been talking about being the ideal version of yourself for a long time. I've been talking about showing up as the A-level person. All of these little things that you do to start your day, the momentum cycle, the 4 E's, the cash analysis system, the RPM cycle, and also the awareness cycle in the No Comfort Zone all add up so that you can be ready when these challenges come your way, so that within that fraction of a split second of that brief moment in time, you start to believe in yourself and you think you can, so you can get it done. That's what this comes down to. It is so broken down forensically to that getting your mindset ready so that anything that enters your mind, you have the can do, I believe I can do it, I am the A level of myself, I can conquer the universe mentality. That's what you need to be successful. Because what's going to happen is, for example, let's say that you commit to a goal. Let's make it simple for the viewers at home, for the listeners at home, so that this is consumable, okay? You can do it one of three ways. You can look at it from, let's go with money. You're at zero and you want to have $1,000 extra by the end of the month. Or you're not in a relationship right now and you want to be in a relationship by the end of the month. Or you're in a situation where you're 30 pounds overweight and you want to lose 10, 15, 20 of those 30 pounds in a month's time. The moment that suggestion hits you, when I just told you that right now, some of the listeners out there, 9 of them are going to go, it's not possible. All right, you're not there yet. There's one of you that say, yes, I can do that, man. I got that. And let's say out of the 10 of you, let's say there's obviously more than 10 listeners. Let's say 10 of you that said, yes, I can do that. You will automatically start gravitating to the level of training you have or the level of knowledge you have. You could have all the ambition in the world. You could be so enthusiastic about getting it, but what happens is you're going to fall short in achieving your goal and find disappointment, and that's where we bring that off to the failure success cycle. And I'm thinking about the blueprint in my mind as I go through this. And if you want more information on the blueprint and what that looks like, and you could follow along with the show when I'm talking, you can look at the blueprint and go, that makes sense. Because right now it's all so abstract to you. When you have the blueprint in front of you, it just dials it in. So if you want that more information on the blueprint and you want it sent to you, go to launchwithdan.com. Schedule some time on the calendar, about 20 to 30 minutes, and I'll call you. I will give you a call and we'll talk about the blueprint, talk about your goals and where you want to go for 2021. Fair enough? Or if you just want to email Dan@thenocomfortzone.com. Dan@thenocomfortzone.com. Let's see where that takes us. Now you've been given a challenge, and let's stick with I want to lose 30 pounds in 30 days. And you believe that you can do it. All right? Just like Henry Ford said, whether you think you can or you think you can't, you're probably right. Let's say that you think you can do that. The ideal version of yourself already got you to the point where you think you can do it. But you're not a fool. You're going to have to write out the obstacles that you have. You're going to have to write out the benefits of it. You're going to have to put your timeline in place, and you're going to have to get mentally prepared every single day. How does that look? You got to go back to the awareness, AIDA. You have to write down your goals. You have to identify how did you get where you're at? Where did you want to go? In the catalog of life, you go to Amazon and you could pick anything you want to have, and you could just click and it's yours. It'll be there instantaneously. How does that look? I want to be 30 pounds less. I want to get a 6-pack abs. What do you have to do? What are you willing to give up in order to get that? And what timeline do you want to do it in? Because you have to respect that there's reaping and there's sowing. And if you're sowing, you can't reap at the same time in the same season. According to Bob Proctor, check that out at PGI Institute. I'll probably put a link in this podcast so you can go check out his website. He's got some great stuff on there to help you stay focused towards achieving your goals. I use his information to help me stay focused and produce this podcast and do a lot of other things. So I might as well share the knowledge with you and go there. And that's what this is about. Having the knowledge to wire yourself up the right way so that you can actually start achieving the goals that you put out in front of you. And actually knowing that instead of these small goals, you're not just drifting along in society and the universe is a speck of these cells. You're an actual creator of your own universe. And by doing the hard work and by putting the goals out there and working towards an ideal, you can actually achieve the weight you want. You can actually achieve the relationship and you can achieve the money that you want. You just have to have a plan together and you have to believe in yourself. And how do you begin to believe in yourself? Small, little, tiny tasks every day to get you that momentum, that it's already there. You just have to find it and reach deep. And when you start to see the value of accomplishing small tasks daily, very quickly, the bigger task will come and you'll accomplish those because you're prepared. And the more you keep doing this, the greater you'll be. You'll keep progressing. You'll develop new brain cells in order to help you find the solutions to bigger problems, to create bigger opportunities, to create bigger problems, to solve bigger problems, to basically, in the end, get exactly where it is you want to go. And it doesn't take forever to do. I know this because I went from being in a coma to not being able to walk or talk for a very short period to getting back into my business and getting back thriving and now managing at a higher level and having influence over more people. And I want you to do the same. From where you're at now, you don't have to be there forever. You could change things up a little bit, and it just takes a little bit of focus, a little bit of planning, and a little bit of mentoring. That's where I come in to help you get along. So go to launchwithdan.com. Go to launchwithdan.com and let's start looking at an opportunity for you to start achieving your goals and, more importantly, get out of your comfort zone and live on purpose.
Say goodbye.
Want more of the No Comfort Zone? You can follow Dan on Instagram and Twitter at NoComfortZone1.
Bye.
Or on the web at thenocomfortzone.com.
Bye-bye. Bye-bye.
Thanks for listening to the No Comfort Zone podcast.
Bye-bye. Bye-bye.